Hey, Calvary Chapel. Mike Williams here, sharing my weekly devotion. So this week I was thinking about the ripple effect. What is the ripple effect? Well, if you drop a rock into water, there's this ripple that happens, and I think the same thing is true when we do good, or we sow unto righteousness, or we sow unto unrighteousness. The Bible talks about it in Galatians 6:7, we reap what we sow. Hosea 10:12, when you sow unto righteousness, you reap unfailing love. So we know that if we do the right thing, good things come from that. There's good consequences. And we're not sovereign enough to probably even see 3 or 4 rings past what our good act would do. But if we were sovereign enough, we could see maybe the thousands of rings that came from the one good act. Maybe the good act of sharing your sandwich with a kid at lunch if you're in school. Or maybe the good act of sharing Jesus with somebody who didn't know Jesus. They become a believer, and then they go and share Jesus with other people, and that affects their family, and their family affects another family, and then who knows, right? Like there's this crazy ripple effect to doing the right thing, crazy ripple effect to doing the wrong thing as well. So sins of omission, sins of commission, those that we actually know we're doing wrong, or when we just don't do the right thing when we know we should be doing it, that's the sins of omission. So I'm definitely guilty of both of those. But I wonder, when you look at all the tragedies going on in our world right now, how many of those could have been avoided if we had chosen to sow unto righteousness? I don't know what people like Adolf Hitler, Stephen Paddock would have been like if more people had loved them better. Maybe they were loved perfectly well. I don't know. But I can't help but think of Luke 15, when Jesus is confronted by the Pharisees for hanging out with the sinners. And he says, "Are you missing it? This is the very reason I came." And then he shares 3 parables. Whenever he shares a parable, he's trying to get a point across. If he shares 3 parables in a row about the same thing, he's really trying to get his point across. So he says, number 1, the lost sinner is like a lost sheep. Those of you that are shepherds, hopefully you'll understand this one. When you lose one of your sheep, you go out of your way to go and find that sheep. You do whatever it takes to find your sheep and return it to the 99. And he says it's like a woman with something precious, a coin. If she loses her coin, she's going to go out of her way to find it. Today, it's probably when you lose your cell phone, right? If you lose your cell phone, you're going to be like, "Oh, where is it?" That's how important it is to Jesus. It should be more important than your lost cell phone. But when I lose my cell phone or my wallet, it drives me nuts. Or the child who has run away from home. Maybe not literally, but as far as you raise them up in the church and they're no longer there, that's the third one he shares. It's the prodigal son. The son who went away and chose to live in the world for a time, but then came back. And the rejoicing that was there in heaven is great. So the rejoicing for an unbeliever is great. That's the point. We need to be sharing our love with the unbelieving world. And we have no idea what the ripple effect will be on our society. But we know if we sow unto righteousness, we're going to reap righteousness. If we sow into the wind, we're going to reap a whirlwind. If we sow into unrighteousness, the world is going to see that we as believers must share righteousness with the unbelieving world, or these consequences are going to continue to ripple effect into eternity. We only have one chance on this earth, then we spend eternity in heaven. We get a short period of time on earth, then eternity in heaven. What are you going to do with the time that you have been given on this earth? Jesus spends a whole chapter in Luke 15 saying, "I really, 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 really want you to share with lost people." That's what matters. It's awesome when you share with another believer and fellowship with another believer, but it's really, really awesome. There's rejoicing in heaven when an unbeliever gets saved. So as I look around at the tragedies, I think, what should I be doing? I should be sharing love with more and more people, because more and more people need Jesus. And when those people have Jesus, I have no idea what the ripple effect will be on the world, but I know it'll be positive. So that's my thought for the week, Calvary Chapel. We'll see you later.